Good morning friends, welcome to Sherkhan Pre-Market View. Yesterday US market closed sharply up and put on gains of more than 1% after Fed Chairman Janet Yellen indicated that the US economic outlook was improving and was strong and they would continue to scale back the stimulus program in a measured manner. Also, the House of Representatives there actually decided unanimously to actually increase the debt, suspend the debt limit till 2015. So this was a very positive outcome for the US market and they rallied sharply. Back home, Asia is also trading firm and is up by about half to quarter of a percentage points on the back of good trade deficit number from China and improved outlook in the US markets. Singapore Nifty is currently indicating a positive opening by about 26 points in line with most of the global peers. If we look at the flows continues to be negative from the FII side. They were sellers to the tune of 165 crore in the cash market. On the index future side also they were sellers to the tune of 534 crore, whereas DII continued to be buyers as they have been for the last couple of weeks. They bought stocks worth about 242 crores. Now to have an in-depth view in terms of how markets are looking and how Nifty is poised from here, let's have a derivative view from Sadhana.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Yesterday we have seen a modest gap up opening in Nifty, then benchmark indices kept their spirit high but traded in a range throughout the session. And finally Nifty snapped the session at 6072 with a marginal gain of 0.13%. In this period, we have seen that short positions were built up by market participants as around 5.38 lakh shares were added in open interest and Nifty cost of carry decreased by 4%. On the PCR front, we have seen marginal decrease in put call ratio. It is decreased from 1.11 to 1.09, which is clearly saying that call option has added more number of shares than put option. We can see call strike of 6,200 stands with highest number of shares, and whereas put option strike of 6,000 has highest number of shares in open interest, we can see round about 90 lakh shares are there in open interest. And as Singapore Nifty is up by 40%, we might see a slight gap up opening in Indian markets, and intraday support would be 6080, resistance would be 6120, 6142, and there is no security in ban period put today. And yesterday FIs were net sellers of approximately 199 odd crores in future and option segment. Overall, a bias for the market is positive. We have seen slight decline in India VIX, which is decreased by 2 to 2.5%. Overall, a bias for the market is positive, but we may see intraday whipsaws ahead of railway budget, which is vote of account today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Let's look at some of the important news which are going to impact the markets today. Firstly, there are 4 companies which are going to announce the results today, important ones. The Apollo Tyre, the estimate is about 209 crore. We also have Bata India, which is likely to announce its numbers. The expectation is about 58.2 crores. Cipla, the estimate is 382 crores, and Coal India estimate is 3,820 crores. Also we have important events which are lined up today. We have interim rail budget today. We also have IIP numbers today. The estimate is a negative growth of about 1.1%, and we have January CPI numbers. Estimate is 9.2%. Which now this number, both the IIP and the CPI number could come in after markets. We had important result coming out yesterday. We have the Tata Steel, which announced its numbers. The PAT came in at about 502 crore versus a loss of about 760 crore. Now company had shown improved performance both in India as well as its European subsidiary, which is Corus. The total income for the company rose about 14% to 36,736 crores. Also the sales were higher. I mean, in India the sales stood at about 2.07 million metric ton, while in the Corus sales came in at 3.19 metric ton versus 3.02. Now the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs yesterday deferred decision actually to provide subsidy for export of raw sugar. This was because of the differences between the agriculture and the food ministry, which remained unresolved. Now, as per media reports, United Spirits seems to have cut prices of its 2 whiskey, that is McDowell No. 1 and RC, by about 10 to 15% in 3 important states. This is to actually continue to protect its market share, which it seems to be losing to the other fast growing companies this fiscal year. We have news coming in from HPCL that they are likely to actually raise crude imports from Iraq by about 8% to 65,000 barrels per day in 2014-15, as it takes better advantage of the terms which are offered to it. Iraq is likely to have given a 60-day credit versus 30 days which was given previously. Also, West Bengal government has allotted an additional 98 acres of land and provide coal linkages with riders to NTPC's proposed 1600 megawatt power plant. Now this is a positive news, as both the hurdles seem to have got cleared for NTPC. We have SKS Microfinance, which has completed its 6th securitization. The current securitization was about 222.65 crore. Now this takes the overall securitization which the company has done in this year to about 950 crores. The most important thing is the last transaction, which is this 222.65 crore securitization, has been done at good 250 basis point lower than the cost of borrowing for the previous quarters. The first long idea for the day we have is JK Tyre. Now JK Tyre yesterday announced its results. Results were extremely good. The net profit grew by about 55.62% to 59.03 crores versus 38 crores in the previous year last quarter. So one can long JK Tyre with stop loss about 145 for probable target of 152 and 156. Also, OnMobile is our next idea. Now, OnMobile promoter have announced an voluntary open offer to acquire about 10% stake in the company, which comes to about 1.19 crore shares. Now, this represents 10% equity, and the open offer would be for about 47.6 crore. This is a positive news for the company, and one can long OnMobile with a stop loss of 29.75 for probable target of 32. Now we have also released Alpha Delivery idea. Our Alpha Delivery pick is TVS Motors. Now TVS Motor is the flagship company of the TVS group and is the third largest two-wheeler manufacturer in the country. The company is present across the motorcycles, scooters and moped segment, and has a market share of about 6%, 15% and 100% respectively. The company has successfully ventured into the three-wheelers segment also, which it started in 2009 and has garnered a market share of about 6.6% till 31st of March. TVS is also the second largest export manufacturer of the two-wheelers in the country. Now if you look at the volume growth, the sales growth, the company has been able to outperform. Also a weakening currency, that is rupee, has aided to the margins favorably of the TVS Motors. What we do is we expect that FY15 would be better than FY14 for TVS because of several triggers. A is actually several new launches in the Scooty, Star City upgrade, Apache and Victor relaunch. Also Jupiter ramp up is going to aid. We see improved product mix and operating leverage for the company, and the demand recovery in the South India. These are the major triggers which we feel will drive the stock price further. Also TVS is a worthy alternative to both Hero Honda as well as Bajaj Auto, given its most diversified portfolio. Additionally, operating margins would continue to remain stable despite an expected increase in the promotion charges by improved product mix. Hence, we feel that TVS Motor is one of the best pick in the automobile sector, especially in the two-wheelers and the three-wheeler segment, and we continue to like the company and we've launched it. That's it, friends, we have in today's session. Thank you.